What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Happy Thursday, everybody. I'll be live for the Lakers and the Hornets tonight, even though I'm really exhausted. It ain't going to stop me, man. 10:15 on this channel, 7:15 in Los Angeles. You know where to be for the best Lakers action. Let's go. Laker Dog will be back tonight. But we want to talk about Kyle Rudolph and the New York Giants. Obviously, it came out. Kyle Rudolph is now going to be a part of the New York Giants as they sign him today, or at least they agreed to terms today. It's an interesting move for me. Kyle Rudolph, obviously everybody knows him from the Minnesota Vikings, and he did have a number of good years in Minnesota. But Kyle Rudolph is 31 years old. He was brought in here for nothing more than depth. In the last couple of seasons, his production value has gone way down. I really don't understand the Giants' love with all of these backup tight ends. Remember last year they went out, they got Eric Tomlinson from the Jets. They went out and got Toy Lolo from the 49ers, and Toy Lolo is still here. Of course, you had Caden Smith. Then we have Evan Ingram. So now we have 4 tight ends again, and pretty much all he did was take the place of Tomlinson. The numbers came out initially, and then Mike Garofalo said, well, hold the phone on the numbers. Initially, this said 2 years, $14 million. If we're paying a backup tight end 2 years, $14 million, I'm going to have a fit because that's a waste of money. There is no way you can pay Kyle Rudolph more than you're paying Evan Ingram. I don't even like Evan Ingram, but Evan Ingram makes $6 million. There's no way you can pay a backup tight end that much money, especially when you're strapped for cash and you're trying to bring in Kenny Golladay here, and that visit should take place within the next day or so. I don't understand the love of the backup tight end. Kyle Rudolph 4 years ago makes sense. Right now, I honestly don't know what they're bringing him in here for outside of depth. You know, Caden Smith and Daniel Jones seemed like they had a really nice rapport at the end of 2019 when Evan Ingram got hurt. Caden Smith had like 28 catches over the last 5 games. He had a monster game against Washington. And then it looked like Daniel Jones and Smith had some chemistry there. And then for whatever reason, Jason Garrett kind of eliminated him from the game plan. We barely heard from Caden Smith all year. Caden Smith was so good at the end of 2019. We're like, we can trade Evan Ingram. Like we figured we had his replacement. And again, this doesn't bode well for guys like me who want to draft Kyle Rudolph, and if they don't get Kyle Rudolph, draft Pat Freiermuth. I feel like the Giants do need to go 2 tight end sets. But why would you pay a guy who's at the downside of his career? Why would you sign him to come in here for depth purposes, especially if it's at that kind of tag? So it better not be for $14 million. I'm not going to be very happy with it. I don't know any Giants fan that would be happy with that contract. And to be honest with you, again, this is kind of a head scratcher. They just brought back Toy Lolo, so why they would bring in Kyle Rudolph here, I really don't know. Again, just for depth purposes, maybe for insurance purposes. He's not going to take over for Evan Ingram, but I don't know, man. Maybe the Giants are. Maybe the Giants are looking to move Evan Ingram. Maybe the Giants are thinking about, hey, if we could get Kyle Pitts, Pat Freiermuth in the draft, then we'll have 4 tight ends still, and we can move Evan Ingram out of here and save $6 million. I guess that would be the thought process there, but, I don't know. The Kyle Rudolph thing is kind of interesting. A lot of the other moves that they made, I kind of said, okay, kind of like, nothing really jumped off the page yet. I really wasn't mad at any of the signings. Maybe they did overpay Devontae Booker a little bit, but I really wasn't mad at much of the signings that they've made. This one's just head scratcher. Obviously, we're all waiting to see what the Kenny Golladay news. We're all waiting on updates to Kenny Golladay. He should be visiting the Giants within the next day or two. And then obviously we'll know more, hopefully by the weekend, if this guy's going to be a Giant or not. I do believe, I got a good feeling about it. I'm not going to guarantee it. I'm not going to get all crazy about it, but I have a good feeling about this. The fact that he's coming to visit, the fact that there's been mutual interest, the fact that the Giants asked about him last year, and the fact that the Washington team just signed Curtis Samuel makes me believe that the Giants know that they need to address that number 1 wide receiver spot. I do believe they can get Kenny Golladay for 2 or 3 years at about $15 million per season. And that way they have the luxury of picking any player that they want at number 11, and they don't really need to be focused on wide receiver. This is one of the bigger reasons why I want a Kenny Golladay outside of his 6'4" frame. His ability to go up and get 50-50 balls, his average yards per catch of over 16 in his career, and he's the best in the league at catching contested passes. It's obviously something that Daniel Jones could really use, especially down in the red zone. So outside of all that, it's the fact that Kenny Golladay gives the Giants the flexibility to go at any other position in the draft. And even if they wanted to double up a wide receiver at number 11, they could certainly do so. So we're waiting on the Kenny Golladay stuff, but today the New York Giants add Kyle Rudolph. Again, kind of a head scratcher. Don't understand the move. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I'm always willing to hear it. And again, I'll be live for the Lakers and the Hornets tonight. Hope to see you all there. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. It's the Bad Diggity Dizzle. I'm gone. Peace!